Oh.
Okay, so we are starting our. This is officially our fourth session of Invisible Sun.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it is also our second session without who plays Rowan. But that's okay. The game allows us to still continue with the story arcs regardless. Lance, do you have acumen?
Yeah, I'm gonna just in case. Okay. Acumen, I have 2.
You want to start a new story arc?
I'm gonna buy the story arc na ginagawa ni Rocky para meron akong makuha from that. Kasi last time wala akong masyado nakuha.
Oh, but we can
No.
trade off. I can buy yours.
Both of you. The floating door and Limerence Street are tied.
Mm.
So that's an active story for both.
But I haven't bought it naman. So I'm not progressing in the street. Even though they're connected, but technically I should buy into it, diba? Sorry, so what's the name of the street? Sorry, I'm
Limerence.
what's the name of the story? Limerence Street?
Yeah.
And this is a solve a mystery?
Yeah.
I love solve a mystery.
Yeah, I think all of you have solved a mystery. None of you have tried the other build something or establish a friendship and
Hey, to be fair, it's one of my main possible story arcs because I'm that kind of a person. I will deduct my acumen.
Okay, actually, if you're gonna buy that story, Acumen can let me buy skills.
Because it's narrative is 2 per level.
yeah, mahalang narrative.
Action is 3.
Mm.
Mahal. Oo nga.
I have 1 left.
That's why if you both get Limerence Street and the door, then that's double the story arcs you can hit.
No, but I already have
Potentially.
Limerence Street and the door.
Yeah. They're separate, basically.
Wait, no, I don't have the door. I have the Devouring Cave. I can buy the door. I will buy the door.
Yes.
The door.
The door. So while you're spending your points for that, just recapping, as of last session, group took some downtime. Gory and Agatha decided to hit zeros, where they tried to recap what they've been going through. They met the bartender at zeros, who seems to have a very similar door to the house owned by Grigori, since
Sorry.
zeros seems to be accepting customers from anywhere. Yeah.
The story is 2 Acumen.
Yes.
Purchasing a story arc is 2 acumen.
Got it.
Shucks, wait. No, sige. Now I'll do this. But I also I haven't bought my demon door. That's a whole other thing.
It can wait.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not gonna move it. Let's trade off. Let's work on Limerence Street this episode or something. That's a player conceit. We'll just have to rationalize my character getting there. Because as Toby says when he's listening to the recording, asungit.
Well, your character was super sungit last session.
As designed.
I think you said no like 6 times.
As designed.
We need you to go. No. Can you build? No. And then, would you like a sandwich? No. I think the only one you were nice to was the demon.
Because it's a demon.
Even in the cave. Please have a smoke stick. No. Everyone sits down. I stay standing.
By design.
Okay. So, any desire to spend crux, basically joy and despair combinations, to increase forte or possibly buy other things such as increasing forte for crux. Because connections and the like is still acumen. Keep in mind, you can always create 2 acumen by spending 1 despair.
0 crux. So, but I do have 1 despair. That's fine.
Hold on to it.
Wait,
Hi.
it is 1 crux for any forte level 1 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
Sige, I think I can purchase. I can skip, diba?
You have to follow the tree.
Yeah. Sorry. Is it the line? Ano? I'm only at level 1, then it branches.
Yeah. So you're currently at understanding. You may purchase mastery of words or words become truth.
Yeah, I'm going to get words become truth because it resonates with me more. Which means a log minus 1 joy, minus 1 despair.
I'll copy it na.
I did it na.
Okay.
Paano yan? Wait, do we have to track total crux?
Yes.
So I have to show I created crux pa and then minus it. Okay. Yeah, parang each session becomes 2 rows. 'Cause there's like the positive row and the negative. The additions and the subtractions as
Yeah.
separate rows.
So if you look at row 3, it's tracking the total.
Yeah, I noticed. Yeah. Syempre, did I buy crux previously? Mukhang hindi. Based on my spend, I did not.
Yeah, so like Lance has currently accumulated 3 crux in terms of expenditures. Okay. I should go back to the app, which I use only for the sole purpose of randomly generating our Sooth card. If ever Monte Cook watches our sessions, which I doubt, need a better app.
I'm just not using it. Or parang only one player will use
And
it.
it doesn't track across players, so
Yeah.
nakakainis.
It doesn't. Yeah. It just does not. No.
Had it done that, then I'd be more than happy to use it. So that way, when I press, all of you see it, and I don't have to manually cut and paste the visuals. Okay, so our card for today's session is the Endless Maze. That sounds appropriate for today's session.
That's the title of the session.
The campaign or the game session?
Sorry, that's the campaign name, the Endless Maze, not the session. Or is that the session title?
The Endless Maze is the current Tooth card.
Oh, sorry.
Where did you cut and paste it, or do you have a link?
Google slide number 2.
Got it.
Ang dramatic ng Endless Maze naman. Oh, sige.
Okay. And then, okay. So, do either of you have a specific place you want to start the story? Once again, there is the choice to open with narrative time. Rocky, you could have created small items within the downtime. The 0 to 8 days tend to be for objects of power. But for ephemera, sorry, for kindled objects, mga one-time use, it can be shorter.
Honestly, I want to make sure I address the damn guy's bat thing. What's his
So you could
coat?
be working on that.
Yeah, that's still my. I want him out of my house.
Okay. That works. Okay, so we open for you with the Maker's Matrix.
It's so nice that you can link to specific slides in a Google presentation. Okay. Sorry. Maker's Matrix. Wait, where is Maker's Matrix? Okay.
You've been looking at the opportunities. You've been researching on what materials you may need to use to do the repairs, and your final study is you will need some diamonds. Diamonds are a level 4 object. You could simply purchase this with crystal orbs. A diamond is 75 crystal orbs, and you
Ew,
have
that's at 200 something.
around 200. Or you could make this a task you will accomplish later on. Find diamonds and then make so that way you don't have to spend for it.
Can't I make him do his own materials?
Possible. So we open the scene with you looking at him. He's currently sitting on a stool in your workshop. He's in his boxer shorts. And he's looking at you nervously as he asks, "So how bad?"
Not bad enough for you to have rushed here without putting on proper clothing first.
So I tried doing my wash yesterday, but it seems while my jacket's in your home, it's not getting enough sunlight. So everything's still wet.
You just him for an uncomfortably long amount of time. The best I can do is to leave it by the window if you want me to work on it.
You could hang it where you normally hang your clothes.
That would not be in the workshop. Do you want me to repair your jacket? We must decide if it is an item to be repaired or if it's still your home.
He nods and looks at the paper you've written down. So you need all this to do.
Yes.
That's 1 diamond. Either he looks at you. Other than the diamond, you need 3 rotten eggs and a stray idea.
Remember. I figured a stray idea would be easier for you than heat from a silent fire.
Would good intentions count? I have a lot of those.
How many? You really think you have enough?
He thinks for a moment and then nods.
Stray ideas get more than good intentions. These
Uh,
lines.
Well, I'm kind of more possessive of my ideas ever since. It's kind of hard to remember things since the war. Have you been feeling that? Like there's parts of you don't remember? Fragments of your past you can't seem to bring back to the surface?
Good intentions will do for now. I'll need twice as many.
Right. I can do good intentions. The eggs, though. Can I give you a platinum instead? I have a few bars back when I went spelunking in this cave a few weeks ago.
Different type of item entirely. We said 3 rotten eggs.
Mhm.
Powdered red weed, perhaps.
I think I can get that.
Then maybe just one of those. It should be of comparable, equivalent level. Not ideal, but workable.
Right. I'll try to make sure you have them within today.
And then I hand him I don't know, like a robe, like the equivalent of like an overcoat,
Mhm.
trench coat type thing. Just put this on.
Um, he pushes it back towards you. Can't.
What do you mean?
She'll get jealous. Motioning at the jack.
Can't go out the way you are garbed now.
Oh, it's all right. I'll make it work.
Another pregnant pause. 2 minutes. Just staring at him.
It's not like I didn't prepare to step out today. He points to his head. Memorize some spells.
Hmm. Very well.
You've heard of Visley like him, ancients or members of the Vance Order. They fill their brains with spells that they pre-prepare. A bit more effort, less flexible than weavers, but more meticulous than makers. Since they're stuck with those spells until they either use them, discard them, or take the effort to remember them so they can use them again.
Very well. And I think I'm done examining your jacket for now, so I will hang it.
He'd really like that.
I may have my errands of my own. Please do not touch things.
Looks at you. Well, if you don't mind, I points to the door. I can be on my way.
Yes, please leave.
He steps towards the door, then stops, looks at you with this, "What foolish of me." Realizing he's naked, he digs into his boxer shorts and pulls out a small vial.
I watch.
Uncorks the vial, thinks for a moment, and then turns to you. Suit?
Seems a bit much.
Right. Maybe just something a bit semi-formal. Long sleeves, jeans. Takes a swig, and suddenly you see his clothes manifesting over his body, covering him.
You seem better dressed now than when I first met you.
He looks at you. Kind of expensive, but they sell it at Zeros. Makeovers? Last a few hours.
All right.
Hell of a hangover.
Your home will be outside if you need access to it.
He pushes the door open. You really should have a lock for your door. And heads out.
I stare at the door. Shouldn't there be a lock? Say aloud.
No response.
I pick up the jacket and go outside.
And as you're making your way to the jacket, something falls out from the jacket, hitting the floor. It's a large leather shoe.
I will pick up the shoe and bring it out as well.
Backyard, you hang it. We cut to Agatha.
Yep.
What do you want as your narrative moment? A little downtime before the adventure starts. It's also a warm up before the game begins, so to speak.
Ooh.
Any NPC you want to build up on? Any story you want to later turn into an arc?
Okay, so apparently it's something I can pursue, like meeting more NPCs. Is that correct?
Yes. Making them a friend or gaining them as a connection, that's a story arc in itself or a spend of acumen. But you can at least start with the eyes.
Yeah. Okay.
And you don't have to start from home. You could start, Miss San already in a scene.
Either my boss or my demon. Whoever can introduce me to more demons.
Okay, let's. Well, your call. Do you want to get to know your boss more, or do you want to get to know your demon more?
Last session, I promised to call on my demon again, so let's do that.
You're staring at the circle. Why isn't he responding? You petitioned, you called out his name. You're assuming you don't have to do any colloquy because the deal was you'll call him again. Still nothing. After almost 30 minutes of trying, outside your door, "Kata!"
I close my book, set it aside, head to the door. Yes, sir. Good day.
Stares at you from the open doorway, and he, with a huff, just walks into your house without invitation, walking past you.
Damn.
I expected more from you.
I don't think I have anything to eat. Usually Rowan has those. I'm sure I can find something. Was there something you needed?
Message from the red. And you know I don't like receiving messages from the red. The red being, of course, the world of the red sun, which is where the demons and the like tend to be. Something about you harassing a demon. Raphael.
Harassing.
Strong word. Look, just because I can usually get the better end of the deal doesn't mean I'm harassing them.
Did you or did you not attempt to summon him more than 4 times in the singular?
Didn't show up the first time.
He points you the note, and you stare at the note. You see the demon scribblings, which turn into English in your eyes, and it says, "Please make her stop. Our deal is done. She had already summoned me twice through that other one."
Oops.
Wait, what? I grab the note and look at it again. What other one? Which other one?
Yeah. Unimportant. What's more important is mission. He sits down and stares at the tea. What is this?
Boiled dried leaves?
He stares at you, eyes widening. You did not just serve me shadow tea.
Garden?
Unbelievable. I treat you well and you serve me a lie.
I wasn't aware you were coming over. I'd call my demon to get us something, but apparently he's busy. The mission, of course. Your ex-wife?
He's only an ex because she believes that's for the best.
Any red flag?
Are you going to find a way for Nera and I to settle our differences?
Of course, but I am demonless right now.
What do you mean?
I could try an angel. Well, I've been trying to summon the demon to find you some answers.
A demon. You've been trying to summon a demon. There are so many demons out there, and you seem to be preoccupied with just this one.
I take it you're going to point me to another one?
You expect me to do your job for you?
No, it's just a bit of guidance, of course.
And what sort of guidance are you hoping I will do for you? List of names? A list of already entrapped spirits?
I'm guessing no is the answer.
Stares at the teacup. Surprisingly, this is very relaxing. Looks at you. Fine. I'll lend you a demon.
Good.
What sort of demon do you need?
Demon one.
Oh, yeah. I'll take your best one. Or, you know, someone you can spare.
I don't think you'll ever be ready for my best one. I don't think you're even capable of. Shakes his head, goes into his pocket, pulls out a small black book, and starts looking through the pages.
I look over his shoulder.
A little black demon book.
You see a lot of pages. Each page that he flips through, there's like a list of 3 to 7 names. Some of them scratched out. And then you notice underneath there's little notes: loves dogs, hates sulfur, and then turns another page, a number of names, and then identifies as female now, and all these little notes of the demons he's in touch with.
One right there.
Looks at you. No, I don't think you're ready for a level 5.
We won't know unless we try, but alright, who do you think I'm ready for?
Exactly what do you hope the demon will do for you?
Well, now, I think you have a better chance answering that, since we are trying to find out how to get your wife back.
Sometimes I wonder why I chose you to be the one I'll train. Then I remember who you remind me of. Flips
Ooh.
through the pages, and while flipping through the pages, ends up asking, so about the other Visley?
The maker or Rowan?
Looks at you. One by name and the other by title. There's a reason behind that.
I think he likes it. He's closed off from the rest, and he identifies himself with what he makes.
So he hasn't remembered then.
Mention of a war. But I don't think he's slipped up and said anything about it.
Well, it might be for the best.
I can find out.
This should do. The demon's name is Zarim.
Zarim?
Quite a useful fellow. Disembodied save for hands.
I guess he could lend me a hand.
Has a peculiar interest in jewelry. Not rings, mind you. But jewelry.
That's a good tip. I was definitely going to offer him rings.
Yeah, beginner mistake for anyone who contacts Zarim.
A ring for Zarim.
Interesting. So what does he like? Well, okay, he likes jewelry, not rings. And he's particularly good in doing what?
Anything you want hands to do.
Okay, that works. Mm-hmm.
Not much for information or advice. But it's in the fingers. He smiles.
We'll make his acquaintance and see what he can do for me, that I can do your mission. I don't suppose you're familiar with Limerence Street.
Stares at you. Eyes flicker for a moment. He pulls out his shades and displays his golden eyes at you. As he opens his mouth to speak, there's that. It's like it takes a beat, and he seems to be suddenly What nonsense are you sprouting about? There is no such street.
Uh, right. Well, if you insist, then all right. Was there anything else?
This tea. What did you say its name was?
It's from the garden. It's a mile.
Chamomile. Hands up. Well, Zarim should serve your purposes. Raphael, however, keep in mind if demons aren't towing the line, then you threaten them. Surely you've learned to threaten them by now. I made that mistake when I was younger. Called a demon that was much stronger than me. I don't seem to remember how I dealt with it.
Keep that in mind and try not to summon any demons stronger than I, and I will stop bothering Raphael today.
Oh, no, no, no. The fact that he complained means you're getting to him. All the more you should nag him. Just make sure you find something he cannot refuse. I presume you've tried gambling. Sorry, no, there. Okay, go on. Nawala yung audio for a moment.
Yes, he does have a penchant for it. So do
Then
I.
I presume you did the old standard trick. Let them win a few times until you show they really can't. Oh, don't tell me you let him lose on the first go.
I leave things up to fate. I don't mess with gambling.
Agatha, the only difference between chance and change is one letter. She stands up and heads for the door. Find out what Nira's up to. Well, slowly. I don't want her to know I've sent you to find out.
Of course not. We wouldn't want that. I'll do that. You have a good day.
Oh, there was a matter of a hate cyst. Did I hear that right?
Yes, the hate cyst inside the cave with a I want to say lacuna in it. The player kinda slightly forgot.
You have a number of days to solve it. You have a working plan in mind, but until Rowan returns, we're not touching that story.
Yeah. So I have a number of days. We have a number of days to fix it. There are people trapped inside. I don't suppose you'd be interested.
So you mean there are a number of days before we lose a piece of Fartown?
Yes, aptly put.
Magnificent. Sounds like a bet I'm willing to make with some people.
All right.
Make sure
I
you
get
report to me if you're sure you can resolve it. Because if not, I'm gonna bet big on some people losing their property. He heads for the door.
Bye.
Pushes the door open, looks at you. You're making me very proud, Agatha. Now do your job. And closes the door and heads off.
Close the door. Hi. Ah. I guess we'll try something.
Sorry, go on.
I was just saying, I guess I will have to try summoning Kareem.
Zarim. The Z.
Zareem.
Yeah, you will see him also in slide 22.
Let me see. Oh, hello. Oh, I like him. Cute.
Do you try calling Zarim now or save it for later?
I'm gonna have to find jewelry first, so maybe later.
Okay. So gathering your things, we're done with our little narrative moments. We can now start with the joint scene with the two of you. It's your call if it's a chance meeting or if you decided to meet up today to try to tackle something. Tackle something is basically, is there a story arc you want to both touch on? And it could be, hey, I was thinking to do this today. Meet me here. In lack of that, there's always meeting in a neutral place like Zeros or any other place in Fartown.
I will not.
I
I will never admit to trying to meet you.
Yeah, I know. So, would you like me to drag you to Liverin Street?
But you don't know where it is.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
you show up at his home with that
Yeah,
intro.
and wait, no, I am not going to be Rowan's cousin. We're gonna Actually, I do show up at his door. I do show up at his door. Let's do it.
Visitor, you notice the silhouette under the door frame.
I wait for the door to open.
To your surprise, it does not. The person is waiting. Foggy
Mm,
points.
I open the door.
Agatha, what do you greet him with?
Still talking to it. Could you close the door again? I'm still talking to the door.
My door?
Well, you don't like visitors, so I thought I'd visit your door.
Very well. And I close the door in your face.
Closing it, you start to hear her one-sided conversation. Do you try to listen in by pushing your ear against the door?
No, I grumble at the door. Don't you dare talk to her.
And Lance, on your side, Agatha hears the door. Says I shouldn't talk to you.
Don't have to say anything.
You can hear her side. It's so nice being able to talk to someone.
Hey, I was wondering. Wondering if
We're in proximity. Can I hear the door?
Oh yeah, the bond. I keep forgetting the bond. As you lean closer against the door, you start to hear the sounds from the door as well. Fun.
calling Raphael, all right? And you don't have to talk. I'm just going to tell you my story. I'm calling Raphael. He doesn't answer, sends word to my boss, and tells me to quit calling him. This is the whole job of a demon, right?
Raphael,
You know him. I'm assuming you do.
you mean the burning book of chains?
That one, yes, yes. So now I'm stuck with a new demon that I have to talk to. Just look at you. You're nice to your boss. Does he take care of you well? Does he give you new hinges every now and then?
I'm afraid I haven't caught all day. The fact is, the maker is a little less than what I had hoped.
Sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'll stop bothering you. You haven't got all day. Do you think you can call him for me, see if he's willing now?
You mean Raphael or you mean the maker?
The maker.
One moment, and in front of you, Grigori, the door suddenly opens, revealing you're there, Agatha.
That was fast.
Are you quite done?
Yeah, he's busy. When was the last time he changed his hinges?
Don't take it personal. He's grumpy to everyone.
I don't appreciate my door conniving with others.
He can hear.
And it's my door now. How anyway, a word of advice, maker: don't get too attached to your demons. That
It's
said,
attached to my home.
Oh, that's cute. It is. It is. That said, I find myself the only person who seems to know anything about Limerence Street. Everybody seems to forget or want to deny its existence, but you've heard of it, haven't you?
I have vague memories, yes.
Right, so, since this isn't a shop, how about I stop bothering your door and you help me find Limerence Street?
I do not appreciate how everyone's offer to me is a denial of bother.
Let me try this. This isn't new. My boss just taught me this. You help me find Limerence Street, and I will not threaten to bother you anymore.
This sounds like the same offer worded differently.
It's not an offer, it is a threat. I'm very bad at it.
I agree.
I'm afraid you really are, madame. Very, very terrible.
What's this?
You're staring at the door, but it's a different voice.
I do like your door, and I really would like to spend a lot of time with it. So, unless
I'm
you
just
help
happy
me,
to be able to speak to you. I'm usually in the back end. It's my turn. Shut up.
2 demons.
multiple demon doors.
Pleasure to meet you too. I wish the master could hear me, but unfortunately the master isn't Goetia like you yourself.
Master does not understand why you don't speak up more when I'm around.
He was right. Master does hear us.
Interesting. Would you
Doors best learn their place unless hinges are the more than what we will replace.
Grigori, it's me. It's me again. Can you hear me?
I do not appreciate you calling me by name.
I told you he can hear us. Well, it's my turn on the stance. You guys wait.
Turning back to Agatha, would you like to come in?
Oh, I would like to go to Limerence Street. Would you like to come out?
Oh, Limerence Street. You guys still go there?
Doors no.
Why, what's at Limerence Street?
You both stare at the door. Oh, it used to be the place that you all went to.
Demon doors.
I've never heard of it.
To help you figure out what to do with your demon
Well,
doors.
facing the door, what do you know about Limerence Street?
Master must choose who it wishes to speak with.
All of you.
I'm afraid 2,000 voices would not be a comfortable experience.
2,000.
You have a legion!
I will speak to anyone who knows anything about Limerence Street for more than a minute.
See the door buckling and shaking.
Oh boy.
Or are you all collectively forgetting despite your demonic abilities? What kind of a demon door are you?
Silence.
And the fact that we are able to, turning back to you, the fact that we can still say the words Limerence Street and not seem to suffer some perilous fate, that's odd.
I'm beginning to think they're hiding it from us. So
Does not sound like it. Demons are all about compulsion, and what can deny a demon information?
another person trying to keep it away from us.
Hello? If I may speak,
Yes.
Master Maker, I'm afraid none of us have heard of Limerence Street.
But one of you was just talking about it for a moment, and then you interrupted yourself.
Well-
Stopped mid-sentence.
We
You said that we had gone there before.
thought we remembered, but it seems we were wrong.
That's not suspicious at all. But I agree. The door is wrong. Now,
Perhaps you can do the talking. I'm not. I don't like this. Master,
what?
we wish to serve you fully. We could only gain your attention by getting others in.
So stop doing that. I'd appreciate that more.
You have not spoken to us in so long.
I've spoken to you before.
You have never even uttered our name in so long.
Or? Let's go to Limerence Street. I do not feel like staying home.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
Do you know the way?
No, because nobody remembers it.
Then how are we?
I tried talking. Really, your door, it opens to different places, doesn't it?
But it doesn't know where Limerence Street is. At least it no longer does. Or,
Yes, sweetie?
no, another voice.
Oh. Someone else? Yes.
Oh, you're a bit dramatic, but fine. Can you take us to anywhere other than Limerence Street?
All 2,000 of us serve you to the 2,000 places you have wished to visit.
One of you knew Limerence Street and was speaking earlier. That's the one I want. But now you have all forgotten. Yes, yes.
If you summon the name, Master, we respond.
How am I supposed to know the name of demon doors that I used to talk to but I don't remember and they don't remember the street I want to go to? This is an open-ended question to everyone present.
Hello. If I may speak,
You are already speaking.
Master once spoke of how, in the earliest of days when you gained communication with us, you said to yourself that you shan't forget our names and that you shall keep a record of each and every one. You mentioned since it was a passing ability, one only when the Empress was among you, that you will not forget our names, even if this gift, your personal legion door, will serve you.
Long-winded. One moment. You pointed at that. Then stay there, and I will go to my shelves. Uh-huh. Or and then looking at the.
As you're looking through your stuff and you're searching for possible knowledge that might prove useful, what is Agatha doing?
I'm watching this in fascination because he's a fucking legion for a door. I have 1.5 demons.
But don't forget, according to the demon, which you also heard, it was a gift from the Empress.
Doing the maker.
You see him digging through books in his many shelves under the letter D.
Door or demon? Door or demon?
I'm gonna wander in.
Step inside. You see the place. Describe your place, Grigori.
It's just a lot of shelves, quite dusty, boxes, whatnot. It almost looks like a shop, but it's not.
Any notable things in view? Just for her to be able to play with in terms of the scene.
Mm, many boxes and drawers and chests. Keep putting things in things.
Wander around, knock a few shelves, see if there's like demon shelves, cabinet door. I don't know. Casual lang.
Looking around for any other demonic presences in the house. You actually don't really see any. It seems to be really just the door. Um, as you continue looking around, I'll have Grigori make a roll. This is your attempt to find knowledge. So, given we look at the rules area, this will be a challenge range of 11.
Whoa.
So, since it's normally impossible with a single D10, what little adjustments will you try to do? Sortilege, for example, allows you to roll 2 dice.
Ah.
Yes, Lance, you were thinking?
Each other because we have a mystic bond. And we're like super close right now, physically.
Yes.
Yeah, and the Mystic Bond grants what?
A benefit, the two characters can affect each other with spells and abilities that normally affect only themselves. Oops, I guess, I don't know. Further, when two characters are close, their spells and
Spells and
abilities
abilities
gain
are +1 level.
bonus. Yeah.
So you gain a non-existent level of I guess it would be searching or yeah. So you basically have one less. So from 11, it's now 10. Do you have any other things that you want to use to help you? Maybe a bene of the appropriate qualia. Yeah, and if you look at slide 10 in the Google Slides, you'll see under information, 11 was lost and guarded information. That's why it's hard to find. You could use understand the words to help you. It gives a +1 enchantment. Excuse me.
But it's only for I mean, I don't know if I can touch my shelf and then
Basically, you what the things you look at, you understand if it's related to what you're looking for.
wala naman siyang depletion.
Yeah.
So what do I roll?
So as a +1 enchantment, it's an extra die. So currently you're rolling 2d10. Then you could choose to spend sortilege.
Help him search. Can I add?
Your help, your current help by just being close reduced the 11 to 10. But you could also physically help him search if he lets you.
24. It's taking a while.
Hey there. Sorry.
I can help you find what you're looking for.
10. No, that's a 0.
You're searching. You are looking for any list of possible names. You're getting frustrated that you can't seem to find anything. You only have 110, no? You only have 1-0.
Yeah.
So
it's not.
Yeah, get 1 despair for that.
Okay.
And as you throw away the books, frustrated that they're not helping you in what you were hoping to find, one of the books drops a torn piece of a newsprint that you seem to have kept for some reason.
Like player permission to be nosy.
My player's fine. It's just the
Player
character. That's so annoying.
fine.
Player's fine. Don't worry. Go for it. It gives me more things to be curmudgeon-y about.
Yeah.
It all works
listen,
out.
I have listens to whispers. I have inside the other. Whispers tell me what someone within close range is thinking right now for as long as I do nothing but concentrate. Tayo lang ako dun.
Oh,
I posted in Discord what slipped from one of the books and fell. This is partly because of the zero you rolled.
how come?
The game system, whenever you roll zeros, has some sort of chaos moment.
Okay.
It's sort of like wild magic and old magic. And I'll let you look at that and review it.
The hell?
Meanwhile, Lance, you were using which one?
Inside the other. Spells known.
Oh, okay. As you concentrate, start hearing Grigory's thoughts as he's thinking about this, and that includes what? Gives you an idea of what you're looking for.
How could I file something away that I do not remember? To make sense. I file it so that I can find it. I can find everything in this home. Nothing can be denied to me.
And for a brief moment, Lance, in the swirl of thoughts that Grigory is thinking, there's a brief thought of Numa would have, then it fades.
What?
The Numa would have, then it fades away.
Numa would have. Where was I looking at? Interesting.
The last time you heard the name Numa was mentioned in the thought form you spoke with.
That disappeared in the party. The one that put me onto Limeran Street. Because she has a demon problem on Limeran Street.
That was the thought form of Nitaris. Slide 14.
Right.
Grigory seems to have hit his limit and frustratedly throws stuff down to the ground. Save for the small piece of newspaper. Do you throw it as well, or do you?
I pocket it, but then can't you be more helpful? Where's your Raphael?
So, Toby, how do I use more hidden knowledge? It says no cost.
Yeah. So basically, you don't have to spend to use that forte.
You just have to roll.
When you activate it, you have 3 extra hidden knowledge. Hidden knowledge can be spent for a free +1 on any roll. So you currently have 3 hidden knowledge. You can
Yes.
add that to your you all have hidden knowledge. Huh? You can add that to your log.
Oh, okay.
What does that mean, sir?
Hidden knowledge is it's a finite currency
Yeah, I
to
have
give you a
15.
bonus to roll. And all you need to do to tap it is you'd sort of declare parang I remember how I always hide things in the corner of a book. Yeah, that's a hidden knowledge. And they'll give you a bonus. It can even be used in combat. Those monsters are blind from this corner. Yeah, that sort of thing. It's the closest thing to willpower in this game in terms of buying a bigger chance of success. Or luck points.
We need 11. So we need 11 to get that hidden knowledge,
Rocky
right?
needs to roll an 11, which was reduced to 10. With hidden knowledge, it will go down to 9. It becomes closer to
You can only
possible.
spend 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can only spend 1.
Yes. For each roll.
This one di pa rin guaranteed. It's so sad when you roll 10s now. It's like, what? No,
Because it's a 0.
Raphael's
That's
busy. The new guy I have only has hands. And he's good with his hands. He can look for things.
Why would the demon be busy? Isn't that the point? Aren't they supposed to be at your beck and call?
That's what I was saying, but apparently he got mad.
Why?
Um,
I mean, I understand that demons are generally disagreeable individuals.
I disagree with that. They're easier to deal with than angels, I think.
Have you dealt with many angels?
No.
Then what is the basis for that statement?
My personal gnosis. Being a Goetia.
Hmm. All right. Personal expertise. I can respect that.
I can try. Tell me what you're looking for. How can I exactly can I help you?
I don't know what I'm looking for. But the
Ah,
doors mentioned that I wrote down their name somewhere, so then I must have written down their name somewhere.
I see.
What is the point of Forte if the shelf just tells me that I have books? Of course I know I have books.
I need to make my demon's acquaintance anyway. I don't suppose you have any jewelry lying around that you're willing to part with.
No. The last person I had to send off to get his own diamond. Jewelry's fine and dandy, but in the end, they are just crafting material.
This is not a shop.
I'm not going to bring that up.
You both hear the door. Visitor.
I'm not supposed to have visitors. Who is it?
The door speaks up, and you both hear it again. Gwydion.
Gwydion.
Why is the name familiar?
Is it not familiar to you? I will deal with this, and I go to the door.
Lance, feel free to roll intellect.
Like, okay.
While you're rolling, Grigori gets to the door. Hatch or open?
I open the door.
You see Gwydion still walking towards the front door and sees you. Ah! Good. I was worried I wasted my journey here.
There's still time.
Are you on your way out? I was hoping to ask a few questions.
Why should I answer your questions?
I saw you the other day. You were with a group of other Visle.
Perhaps. I also saw you the other day. We had a short chat.
Do you remember? It's good.
How would I not remember?
You see him weighing as if he should say more. May I step in? I don't think I enjoy speaking of such things outside.
Very well.
A bit of privacy would stop since he's Agatha. Oh, you have a guest.
Yes, one of the people you saw me with previously.
A twitch on the eyebrow. What did you roll, Agatha?
5 and a 3.
Wait, why did you roll 2 dice?
Because I forgot how this.
Yeah, it's only 1 die in this game.
I had a bonus because of the thing.
Sortilege. The enhancement.
Enhancer.
Or
You, for a moment, remember him, but then it dissolves to just remember seeing him when you were walking towards the devouring cave.
can go to another room or outside. I can continue your search while you deal with this.
If you still hear my thoughts, it's like two choices of equal discomfort.
I know, but somebody has to do something.
Are you both speaking again through that connection you have?
We have no connection. Wait outside the door, pointing at Agatha.
Malayas tuloy ako. I wait
And-
outside the door.
As you step outside and the door closes behind you, you hear the door. I'm sorry, he does that a lot.
Actually, since you remember, how many times has he kicked me out?
2,742.
I get it.
Pretending not to hear that, but I'll be like, all right, then we're alone. Speak.
So you don't remember.
I stand
Remember what?
sa tabi ng door.
You and her.
Yes, we saw you the other day.
It's not just me then. Memories have been spotty for me ever since I returned. I dislike disorder. Everything has its proper place.
Of course.
A machine doesn't work when a cog is misplaced. And that's what I feel my brain is right now. Missing parts, empty spaces.
Would the shape of one of those spaces correspond to Limerin Street?
His eyes narrow.
Never heard of that street before?
Why do you remember it?
You have heard of it before?
He takes a step back. Are you the one who made me forget?
No, that's not what I do, but it does seem I'm one of the few who remember. Not even my associates remember. Not wanting to say door.
Eyes narrow. Then tell me this. Why do I hate you?
Because we live too near one another.
It's really just that.
That's a good enough reason. You need more reasons to hate one another?
If I hate you that much, and it's because of our proximity, which does make sense in some mechanical fashion. And why do I have this? He pulls out a book from his jacket and holds it in front of you. The book is an old hardbound journal from the looks of it. Scribbled on the cover, it's "Do not lose" in your handwriting.
I grab it because you're a thief?
As you, he pulls back.
It's obviously mine.
Well, that I can tell. You have your name on the back.
I should be asking you, why do you have it?
Did you have me keep it for you?
Of course I wouldn't. I hate you.
Puts it back in his jacket. Something funny is going on here, and you're not telling me everything.
Well, I'm not laughing. And you think if you're going to leave with something that's clearly my property, think again.
We're both makers in our own way. You through actually building, and me in organizing things in my mind.
Then I'm the only actual maker.
And I'm not supposed to forget unless I planned it.
So are you owning up to making us all forget things?
It is possible. You see him now thinking, as if there's all these things he's trying to connect in his brain. Maybe I did. Why you?
I don't know. You're a terrible person. Would you like some tea?
No. Tepid would be fine.
But you're not welcome.
Do I show her out?
No, we should probably let her back in.
Thought so. You would prefer having an advantage of numbers.
I have thousands against you. Go get tea.
As he turns to face the door and as you head to the kitchen, you hear him mutter very briefly, "Demons?"
No.
Tinginan. We cut to outside. Door talking to you, Lance. 2,714.
All right. So he wrote down your names and he needs them now. I don't suppose you saw where he put them.
No, the master always does things with only some of us at a time. He says compartmentalized information is the only way to deal with demons.
Wow. That's one way to deal with demons. We do need to get to Limerin Street. All of you hear us?
Yes? Yes. Yes. Yes, darling.
And I hear the one that spoke of Limerin Street?
Silence. Door opens. Welcome back in. See the guy. Dion. I'm his neighbor.
Are you sure? You sound so familiar with each other.
He looks at you as you step in, and he mutters, But at least I don't have to bow to you anymore. See?
Not your home.
You're very much. How kind of you. No, what brings you over here?
Questions. I never like questions.
Did you get your answers?
Hopefully over tea.
Right. Well, this is not awkward at all. Why don't we sit down and have tea?
We cut to what room of your house, Rocky, for tea?
Still the living room. You're not getting any deeper into this home.
Our new card. Our new card is the. Oh my god. Sounds so appropriate. Our new card is the unwelcome child.
Pero wala si Tino. No, kidding.
As we felt the endless maze where we're not getting anywhere in our search for information, our new Sooth card is the unwelcome child. So the room is what? Baka even if it's the same living room area, parang what portion of the living room, or at least give us an idea what's around so we can relate or interact with it.
Oh, it's the same like small 4-person dining table I laid the jacket out on for examining. So despite everything, I do have a table setting for more than one person.
Okay.
Still it's like surrounded by shelves and whatnot.
Who's your visual for Gwydion?
I don't think I have a visual.
Okay, we can map that out in the future. Gwydion is seated across from the two of you. Are you beside each other or are we in a triangle?
Triangle.
So everyone's a distance from each other. Gwydion takes a sip of his tea. Did you prepare it tepid, as he asked?
It's a bit too hot.
Ah! It's early and already you try to burn me.
It's not my fault that you're weak.
If you weren't here with the advantage of numbers, I'd show otherwise.
You still wouldn't.
So what do you call you today? Looks at you, Agatha.
You can call me Agatha. Thank you for the tea, maker.
I just left it on the table.
Interesting. So he uses titles now.
I just assumed he didn't want anyone to be too close.
You used to have issues about names, Agatha. You used to hate the fact that people can call you by a name.
What do you remember of Limeran Street?
Looks at Agatha as if checking if she notices or recognizes it.
She also knows the name, does not remember where it is.
Over half my face with a tea.
Glances at you, glances back at Maker. I only know that it seems to be tied to the park. Door.
Floating door.
I have glimpses. Brief glimpses.
Glimpses like memories, but then you've been made to forget,
Faces. Moments.
even though you're not supposed to forget anything.
Nods.
I am concentrating.
Listening for thoughts.
Nanahimik ako doon.
I actually thought this was you.
Make things, I don't muddy things up. That sounds more like you.
Ever since I saw you return to your home, I remembered things, but then I realized I couldn't remember them. And that's when I started to realize maybe it was your doing. Especially ever since I found the book.
Which you have stolen.
If I had stolen it, like you claimed that I had done so, then why would I have it warded and protected in multiple layers in my home?
Because you're a paranoid thief.
Have you read the book?
Useless. Nothing but scribblings of names.
That's because you don't understand its value. Unsurprising, because you're not actually a maker.
The makers are overrated. Limit your magic and physical things. How sad can you get?
When you cannot create magical things from the mundane, then you're truly limited.
You have something of the makers that is warded and protected in your home,
No, it's right here. He pulls out the book.
which you have brought here.
He's also a terrible thief.
Perhaps he didn't steal it. Perhaps you left it there.
No. We hate each other.
We don't remember why.
Yes, but hate is an emotion that's one side of the coin. You don't hate a person so much without being connected to them.
What if it's a weighted coin? So that it stays on this side.
It's still a coin that still has the other side.
I could still make it. It could never flip over.
You don't flip the coin over. All I'm saying is, if perchance you left the book to him for safekeeping, then I don't know, maybe I forgot his name. Gideon. Maybe Gideon left something of his. Gwydion. Maybe Gwydion left something here of his memories, perhaps?
Slow turn.
You have my memories?
Oh,
I would not know what to do with them.
I'm making things worse. I drink tea.
You would dare steal the memories of a Vance.
Nobody stole anything.
I did not steal them, but if I wanted to, of course I would dare.
So in other words, you did do it.
No. I admit to nothing. Why? Do you have proof? Do you remember?
Right. So, if you didn't steal the book, the maker's book, why don't you hand it over?
Yes. Why don't you return it?
He quietly reaches for the teacup. I'll have both of you roll. Both of you can roll perception, but you may add either see-through deception.
I'm sorry. Our spends from last week reset na.
Yes, reset all spends. You can add. You can reduce the difficulty of the venture with either see-through deception or understanding motives, or magical lore.
I see through the deception. I will also spend a point of perception.
So you basically reduce by 2 the difficulty.
But I still roll 1d10, right?
Yes. Lance, you?
I get a bonus because Lance is here.
Yes. So it goes down by 3, basically.
Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna listen to the maker's thoughts. Go ahead, roll.
So you concentrate and listen in.
Yep.
Okay, that's perfect.
I rolled a 9.
You both see through what he's doing. As he picks up the teacup, his fingers start moving. His mouth is gently casting as he unleashes a Vasian spell. Recognizing this, Gregory, do you counter or do you brace yourself? Parang ganon? You try to disrupt him?
I get up with the teapot. More tea. And I pour it into his cup to overfill.
And Lance, you, since you're hearing his thoughts, you hear a lot of gibberish because it's the Vancian language of magic. But then you see, as he starts to form, that he's casting a spell known as the Eyes of the Overworld. You don't have magical lore as a skill. So sadly, I'm only giving you the name of the spell. I'm not telling you what it is. You can add in your notes that if you want to identify it in the future. More tea that you pour into the cup. Ow! He drops the teacup because it's too hot. It splatters on the table and he starts patting himself, but you disrupted him from casting the spell. He looks at you furious as he mutters, "See? That was an attack!"
So is spell casting in someone's home?
Looks at her. I see no complaints from you that she's using magic.
She's a guest.
I know what you're talking about.
Fine. You caught me. I was using a simple spell. The eyes of the overworld should have allowed me to see anything that you were trying to obscure or keep hidden. Like my memories.
Told you I do not have them.
I was just making assumptions. Now, if you calm down, if you calm down for a minute, I'm sure we can resolve this easily without resorting to casting spells on each other.
Even we don't remember things, it implies some sort of psychic magic was in use.
Which is your domain.
Avancian uses the mind to master their spells. They are not all psychic. From your logic, then that would mean a Goetic is a demon and a maker is a toaster.
Once again, your logic proves to be very flawed. Be more than a toaster.
I didn't wipe our memories.
Then return the book.
Not until I know why it was with me in the first place.
You may not get the answer until you return the book.
For all I know, it was a trade.
For memories? What do I have to do with your memories? Where would I even keep your memories?
Where would
How
you?
does one keep memories?
Where would you keep your memories? You're a maker. You can build anything to keep memories.
That's not how it works.
That's exactly how it works.
How would you know you're not a maker?
He seems to suddenly realize something. You did it before.
What?
I remember you did it before.
Did what?
Yes. That that frilly one. Something about the war. He didn't want to forget his home. You made sure he'd remember where to find it.
What are you talking about?
Mr. Agatha. You read minds. Tell him I'm telling the truth.
Is he?
You peer into his brain. As your eyes lock into his and you close your eyes, you cut to a quick side shot. You see, think of a pirated movie where there's a lot of the visuals flickering and out of sync. But you generally see what seems to be Rowan in a magnificent, long flowing fur coat with a massive crown. Surroundings, you could see what looks like explosions and stuff, but it's all blurry. And then you see a figure that's glitching out, but you hear Grigori's voice. You're seeing it from his POV. And he seems to be on one knee, watching the scene unfold. As you see Rowan tell the glitching Grigori, I've invested too much on my home. If we are to flee to Shadow, I would not want to forget. Make me something. Make me something so my house returns to me. And you see the maker seemingly bow. Then the memory's gone.
That was interesting. Turn maker. He's not lying. I think we can offer him a modicum of transparency if he's willing to be just as transparent with you. Bless.
It is at best a truce. Or some other halting of our
Yes.
aggression.
His memory isn't his, I think.
Looks at you. What?
Because I was seeing the memory from the perspective of Gregory. You wouldn't have that memory. You would be seeing Rowan and Gregory if it was your memory.
No. You were seeing it from his perspective.
Wala ko si
With Yon's.
Gregory.
So that's why he could look at Rowan then at Gregory. Yung notable lang doon, low angle yung memory. So parang nakaluhod ka while looking at them.
Instead, I say, he seems to be transparent and kneeling. He did say something about having to kneel to me.
You don't remember much either?
Yes, but unlike you, I'm not as concerned. The trade.
I'm listening.
You like memories? I'd like that book.
No.
Right?
You must understand. The book was warded in my home. It was sealed with my secret name. Why would I lock something up that much?
Open it and we'll find out.
He did. He says it's full of names.
Gibberish names. Names from Shadow.
Alright, here's another theory. Rowan didn't want to forget his home, so the Maker made him something to ensure that he remembers his home.
I don't remember making him anything.
Yeah, but that's it. See, if we were all leaving and we knew that we were going to forget, we had to find some way to stop us from, you guys at least, from forgetting. And the Vans, right here, has that power. Maybe the Vans offered something in collateral to make sure that we get back our memories and he gets back his. I don't know.
None of us has the power to wipe memories away.
Perhaps not wiping, but secreting them. In the same way, the Maker kept Rowan's memories so that Rowan would always remember.
Thank you for the tea, but I think I've had enough company for now.
He just drops by.
He stands up.
Tyr's gonna take it. Again.
Looks at you. He pulls the book out and looks at it. The fact I can't remember why I hate you tells me I should just destroy this. The fact that I bound my name to it to hide it tells me I was willing to die to keep it safe.
How about a promise? If you hand it over, we'll help you find your memories.
Looks at you. Or a name.
We'll help you find your name.
Give me yours, and he gets his book.
You want Agatha.
I want your real name. If you look at your main sheet, there's the secret soul, and that's attached to your secret name, basically. Think of it as a true name.
Yeah.
And names have power.
What? And you hate me. Well, at least him. Do you hate me as well?
I am not certain. Think of that as insurance.
Give me back my name once we find whatever is yours.
If I asked for his, then he would be vulnerable to me. But if you trust him enough, believe he should get back this book, and prove that trust by giving your name to me.
This is not necessary.
No, it's not, but I do love a good apple.
Just leave then. It's alright. Just leave.
I like the gamble. I'll give you my true name.
Reaches a hand out. You have a deal.
We have a deal.
You stop them.
I don't stop them.
They shake hands. You lean close and you whisper the incomprehensible syllables to his ear. His eyes widen. There's that moment of suddenly there's that understanding of who you are as a person because of your secret soul. Oh, you actually gave it. He reaches into his clothes and pulls out the tome and hands it to Grigori. Looks at Grigori. If you lose it, I will feel it.
And I'll blame you.
Hold on to the book. If you two are like,
Are you going now?
Nods, heads for the door. And as he heads for the door doesn't open yet.
Let him go.
The door opens. He steps through. He looks back at you and is about to say something. The door slams shut.
Good riddance. He's not welcome back.
You don't hear the door.
But then Agatha's still here.
well, open the book. Open the book. I want to know what I gave up my name for.
Foolish. I open the book.
Taking the book, you open it. The first thing you notice, there's a lot of missing pages.
It's been vandalized.
As you're studying it more and more, start to notice, hey, there is a name written on every page. But then you start to see all the torn pages, and some of them it's pages, and then some missing pages, then page, and missing pages, page. But as you're studying and looking at it, it suddenly starts to make sense to you. Oh, you tore away the pages that weren't in alphabetical order. Parang you wrote the first 4 pages with names, and then a new name. Oh shit! There.
Oh, you're just saying I'm obsessive, but undiagnosed, right?
But as you look at it, you see the shadow names present. Billy, Bob, and all this and that. But then they transform and change now to more demonic names.
Is there anything that sounds related to the street? Do I see the name of the street?
Looking for anything that says Limerus or Numa, you find one. Page is the name, and I'll let you name that demon. And it says there, my connection, Limerence.
I call the demon name.
Calling the demon name. Lance, you hear the name as well. Realize these are names you can also utilize if you choose to. And the door. Hello.
Where do you go?
One moment. You just said my name.
Yes. But you don't remember where you go.
Of course I do.
Where?
I am the one that opens the door to.
Then open for me.
I cannot.
I command you.
I wish to comply, but I cannot, Master. I cannot because you had that door remade.
What?
You took the door away, broke it into its pieces, and rebuilt it into a new door.
Why would I do something like that?
I'm afraid I'm not the one who would know, Master. I am not privy to your thoughts.
You can't even remember the destination.
Of course I do. It's...
Speak it.
It's Limerus Street.
Finally, you remember.
And it's that moment you all feel something like a heat wave that erupts.
Oh.
It seems to pass through all of you. And then outside you hear the birds react as if they feel it. You see the trees start shaking as if it feels the wave. And then silence.
Oh.
Can you open now?
I cannot. Objects have names, Master. You had rewritten that door. You try to plumb your memory now that you have more information?
Not yet. Because I probably need Rowan. I hate this. So apparently, I don't remember why something happened on Limeron Street that we're all trying to avoid.
Maybe just you.
No, no, no. You're clearly involved. The door half mentioned we used to go all the time together. And then
Yeah.
Gwydion, the memory mage person, can't remember things. Clearly, he was involved as well.
But do you wish a door to Gwydion? I could call the demon.
No! I do not wish Gwydion!
You have a demon door directly to Gideon.
There's thousands of them. I probably have doors everywhere. Statistically likely. It's like a door to Rowan.
But do you wish me to call the demon for the door to Rowan?
No. I don't know.
Call the demon for my door.
Sure. Send her home.
Wait!
I am the door to the Lady Agatha. I cannot.
Oh dear me.
What? What now? Have you also forgotten your destination?
No, master. But you had disassembled Agatha's door.
Oh dear me. He knows. I I assumed as much.
I do not like this. I am at my level of dislike for the day. You may leave now.
Level that you dislike because you do not understand. And as a maker, you need to understand to make things.
I do not want to hear your rationalization. I am saying I've had enough. Leave now.
Stand up. And I say, well, that was lovely tea. I will have to invite you over one of these days.
Do not.
Would you rather I show up here?
Also do not.
Alright. I guess I'm walking home.
Standing, you make your way to the door. And as you approach the door, mistress,
I have to go, but I will see you soon. I just know it. You have a good day. And, after your master.
the door opens. And as you step through, you hear one voice. We miss serving you instead, Empress.
Oh, shit. Uh, alright. I'll see you soon. I'm kicked out of the house, so I start heading home.
Lance, to close the game, make one last perception roll.
Ooh!
Stop perceiving my home.
I can't turn it off, okay? It's on!
Stop listening to my
One.
surface thoughts.
Aww. Agatha heads
Aw.
home, completely oblivious. Across the garden, we see peering from his yard, Gwydion watching Agatha leaving, muttering to himself. So the Empress does not remember her title, and she has given me her soul.
Probably needs binoculars. Huh? We're not that close.
Oh my god!
Lance powers. And as you're walking away, neither of you see in the sky stone horses, Tha enforcers.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
shit.
They look
No.
around and they look at each other. One of the Tha enforcers motions to the others and seems to motion to them to circle and go around. The enforcers fly out, searching, looking for what they had just felt.
Yeah. Stupid Nazgul.
Okay?
Hmm.
Any last thing you will do?
I sit in front of the door with the book. And I try calling each name out one by one.
There are different places. There's different names written on the book. Some have notations. Charles fixes shoes, and then underneath direct people here so I don't work on shoes. The next page, um, Grandma Nettles, a good source for organic tools and materials. You have all these, it's a directory of people to contact. Sure enough, you see Agatha's name, you see Rowan's name. As you turn the pages, stop, name me an NPC you've met so far.
The like the bartender. Someone at the bar at zero. The
Zero. You turn to the last page, flip it open. You see there, zero. There is a name of a demon. As you're staring at the book, you realize you were super connected in the past. And you gave away this book?
and locked off Agatha.
Just Agatha?
Well, I don't know. And Lemerin Street.
We close the book for now. And we close the session with one of the enforcers in the sky. A little bit more decorated, this one. My medals, my metals and the like on his body. He turns to the others as they fly back. He raises his hand, same hand that normally he stretches out to threaten people, and holds it to his face. And he whispers, Squad 57B cannot find the unspoken word. Will continue search. And he closes his hand. And they continue to fly around. We end our session there. And just
Did-
like before, you both get despair. Sorry, actually, Rocky gets despair for Gwydion. Lance, you may get joy for Gwydion. Unless you didn't want to be interrupted when he showed up.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if you appreciate new people or if you hate new people.
I like people.
And then beyond that, both of you now, moment in this game, joy or despair. Remember, that's the end of the session lagi. You choose a moment in the scene, you talk about your character's feelings at moment, and then if it's a joy or despair moment.
Well, I think for now the whole shape of this mystery is giving me despair because I was blissfully unaware. And now it's like, oh no, there's all this shit missing.
Is that why you made us all forget? You wanted to be blissfully unaware?
It didn't make people forget. Stop blaming me.
So dramatic.
Lance, how about you?
I'll take despair because I gave up my name. Although, it's probably bad, but
It was a gamble.
yeah, it is a gamble. It's a gamble. Agatha is not confident she will win. But
right.
yeah.
Both of you gain another story arc step and solve a mystery.
This is for the Limerence Street one.
Yes. And it can be worded as we were part of Limerence Street.
So for me, is that my opening? It's my first. Or is it a step?
It's our opening.
We were part of Limerence Street.
Limerence Street. And that's our one acumen reward.
One lang. Okay.
Yeah. It's ano eh. Spend 2 and then my values. And then at the climax, you'll hit 2 again as a reward. And then the resolution is 2 more.
Okay. So tama bang the last step though I got to? You said I got to acumen.
Yes.
Okay.
Depende sa arc eh.
Okay.
May differences yung arcs. Like for example, yung stealing things, may 3 reward ang acumen ng stealing.
Well, I don't want to do that.
That's why he's a thief. Cool.
And then For this new connection that you both have started to uncover about each other, let me get the page. Where are you? Where are you? That
Spell
is again.
Gwydion.
Gwyddion.
Why Dion?
Got it.
Which book
Guardian.
are you?
Gregory's neighbor.
Wait lang ah. I'm looking for the right PDF.
True challenge of this game.
Yeah, I still need time to sync to the books and easily find what I need. What book had the secrets? Damn it. One moment, one moment. So I have open gate key. Gate and key. So it's probably in the path or the way. Not the path. Okay, there. It's in the way. Okay, here you go. Um, okay, Lance.
Yes.
You have unlocked the character secret rhyming.
Where do I put that?
So you could place that under.
Miscellaneous.
I think it's under miscellaneous magic character secrets.
Hmm.
You see it?
Miscellaneous. Wait lang. Miscellaneous. Character secrets.
Magic.
Yep.
Yeah. So rhyming, if you speak the words of your magic as a rhyme, you are able to manifest the effect as if it is one more level higher.
Oh.
Yeah. Yay!
Your ability to summon demons will be one level higher if you are rhyming the entire time.
You know what he's doing to you, right? He's turning you into a demon.
I love it.
So
Let's
like
do
when
it.
you talk to, if you summon Raphael, sa start pa lang yung mga, I summon you, Demon Raphael. I want you to be my. If you say it all in rhyme, then Raphael arrives, and even if you're order level 1, he'll be willing to do stuff that's normally order level 2. And then the moment you break the rhyme, it's
Let's
back
do
to
it.
weak.
Let's do it. Oh my god, yes.
Okay. And then for Rocky, where are you? Now that you've unlocked your book to your demons, you have a choice of a character secret, a house secret, or both but weaker.
Hmm. I guess a house secret?
Okay.
Just para maiba.
Okay. You now have the house secret, no room.
No room?
Mhm.
What does that mean?
It is a room in your house that does not exist.
Ah.
Only you sense and know and can access it. You can bring others into it and bring them out, but nothing detects anything in that room.
Will they? But it's not like they people can't perceive them in the room. Nothing that.
They can't. So when, let's say, Agatha looks into your house, she sees you walking into a wall, and then your hand suddenly opens and there's a door that wasn't there before.
Mm.
So you now have a no room. Also know that anyone attempting to use magic to find anything in that room will get no answer.
Mm.
And magic, including teleportation, cannot find it.
Well, that's where my demon book's going.
You have no room. It's an obviously panic room.
Mm-mm. Very later part of Dune.
But yeah, those are your rewards. You've gotten your acumen and your joy and despair rewards. That is our session.
Yay! Glad we still got to play.
And we progressed our story arc. Um, we now have a better idea as well of Gideon. And hopefully you guys will also piece together the other floating plot threads that have been hinted at in the earlier sessions.
Yeah, that means I have to visit Rowan. I have to see the house, which I probably built, which probably has pieces of the fucking doors. I don't like it.
And I was chill getting into this game. I should have taken notes. Christ.
You know where you can put your notes in the story arcs. So
Hindi,
each
kasi sabi mo, this was a Dino focus thing. So I was like, I'm gonna be chill. I'm gonna be supporting character. Now I have to solve shit.
But because we keep getting into arcs that are
yeah,
solve a mystery.
it's not a Dino's focus thing. It's just that Dino was the one who went, I have a story arc. Sunod kayo. But it's not a
But
Dino focus thing.
no, because it was, this was your birthday gift to him, diba? So I
Only that he wanted a campaign. I've never run him a campaign. You have
okay.
you have Call of Cthulhu. You have you
Because
almost have Kai. Kai was actually
and
his
some
original
Pendrick
campaign.
running moments.
Mm-mm.
if you tell me that, akala ko it's gonna be focused on his character, I'm happy to play, supporting actress. So,
No. You're all mains here. It's just why you have your story arcs nga.
I mean, you can just stop doing solve a mystery story arcs.
but I like mysteries. Wait, what other options are there? Like,
I mean,
di ba
like,
fathom?
look at your possible characters. So, like, I have build, creation, justice, solve a mystery, train a creature, and uncover a secret. Yeah.
Agatha has finish a great work. And then it also has join an organization or instruction. Diba?
It's so
And
fiddly.
again,
There's so many things to it.
yeah, the tricky
Actually, yeah, it's like
it's
quite
it's
deep.
very, which is why I felt log sheets were really helpful. When I saw the sheets made by someone else, I was like, oh, this is gonna help so much. Kasi it even tracks yung mga, wait, did I spend for ganyan? You can check. But another possible story arc that's already being hinted at is, why do you not have your memories?
Mm. Ugh,
Naubos
I
yung
was
utak ko
friends
dun.
with Gwydion.
Dude, I think you guys were together. You can't hate someone that much. You cannot
I,
hate someone without
I
loving
don't
them.
I don't think I can based on our safety.
Yeah,
I know Rocky safe
with
NPCs, yes.
NPC, yes.
NPCs, yes.
Oh, pwede nga siya sa NPs. Kaya I think you guys were together. Like, super together.
Ugh.
It will all depend on the image Rocky will share for Gudyan. Okay, that's our session for tonight. Thank you for playing. I had a lot of fun.
Thank you. That was super fun. See you Sunday, hopefully.
Yes. The fourth quarter of the year is always perilous.
Yes, it's perilous.
It is where games go to die.
But hey, Great Pendragon campaign has proven to us we can keep it going.
Yeah. It just the January first session is always just
Pero
and then you
grabe,
throw us into like a tournament or a war.
6 years running.
Oh my god!
And then
Despite the lockdowns, no?
yeah, and then ano no? Call of Cthulhu's how long now? Tagal na rin ng call eh.
Fair bit, but I don't think it's a year. Is it a year na ba? Di pa, diba?
Hindi. Wait.
Alam ko nag-year na siya.
Oh my god,
Oo,
talaga?
nag-anniversary na siya eh.
Oh my gosh.
We missed, we didn't get to celebrate it. Started April 11, 2022.
Oh, okay.
So we're approaching our second year na.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Wow. I mean, like,
And we're,
I know we play a lot, but it's always surprising. It's like, oh wow, okay.
we're still in Italy. Holy shit.
Still in Italy.
Lance is like, it's taking so long to go through this adventure.
I like the length of it, pero hindi ko na-realize na magto 2 years na tayo. Kasi yung sa akin, I like doing it fast. Kasi makakalimutan ko siya at some point. So, nag-pause kami sa malapit na silang Constantinople. And wala pang isang taon yun. So, wait lang, Diyos ko. Kasi Klaus.
It's okay, we're done. I'll stop the recording now.
Oh, yeah.
Hahabol ko pa yung
Bye, Craig.
podcast. Bye, Craig.